I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of officers appointed over me. You ever heard those words? You ever said those words? Let's see what one former and future president thinks about those words.
Your voice, your vote. Multiple media outlets tonight reporting that President Donald Trump made disparaging comments about America's fallen troops, including calling U.S. Marines killed in World War I, quote, losers and suckers. The reports are spawning nationwide outrage. The president vigorously denies them. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand live now with more. Jory.
Mark, 4 years ago, the Access Hollywood tape dropped on October 7th. This time around, it's a month earlier, but this story could have a lasting impact. Also, unlike last time around, as of tonight, there is no tape of this incident, and the president is denying the entire story.
You can call it a September surprise. The Atlantic magazine reporting tonight that back in 2018, President Trump called fallen U.S. soldiers losers and suckers for getting killed in action. The article citing 4 people with firsthand knowledge of the situation, and tonight both the AP and Washington Post confirming the story.
I served active duty in the military, and I find it absolutely disgraceful for anyone to think that Americans who gave their lives in service to our nation are somehow losers or suckers.
Los Angeles Congressman Ted Lieu, a veteran who still serves in the Air Force Reserve, outraged.
It is completely unacceptable when these words come from the mouth of the commander-in-chief, and I call on Donald Trump to immediately apologize.
Family members of the fallen reacting on social media tonight. One apparent California woman writing, "This is my grandfather. He was a Marine who took machine gun fire at Below Wood. He was honored by his country and by the people of France. Donald Trump just called him a loser for being wounded in action." And John, listed as being from Orange County, writing, "My grandfather lost at sea in World War II. Trump wondered what was in it for him." Tonight, the president returning from a rally in Pennsylvania, denying the story in its entirety from the tarmac of Joint Base Andrews.
And I would be willing to swear on anything that I never said that about our fallen heroes. There is nobody that respects them more. What animal would say such a thing?
Back in 2015, then candidate Donald Trump said this about then Senator John McCain, who was a prisoner of war for 5 years in Vietnam.
Well, the suckers and losers thing is long since verified by former General Kelly, also former chief of staff. He spoke up a little bit late, but apparently standing right over General Kelly's family member, right over the grave, Trump made one of these suckers and losers comments. Well, the world knows that Trump President Bone Spurs, thinks of the military as suckers and losers. In fact, when he divorced, I forget which number of wife, the mother of Tiffany Trump, he made it very clear in the divorce settlement that if Tiffany ever talks to a military recruiter, they will be cut off. He hates the military that much. The reason he hates the military is because he's a chicken shit coward who just doesn't believe in serving this great nation. Now, it gets deeper. If you're watching this, you're probably old enough to remember the Trump drawdown in Afghanistan and later the actual Biden withdrawal, complete withdrawal. The plan to return the Taliban from prison back to power, that was Trump's plan. That was Trump's, what do you call it? Art of the deal. The art of the deal got all those Taliban prisoners released, about 500 of them, and many of them were in key leadership positions. And they very quickly took much of Afghanistan back as Trump is withdrawing and leaving Bagram Air Base completely surrounded before Biden even comes into office. Of course, we all know Biden came into office and he finished Trump's treaties, Trump's plans. He finished the project. He delayed it a little bit. Trump had a specific date. I think it was in March sometime. Biden tried to do it a little more orderly. Of course, he failed on the orderly thing. You just don't pull out of a 20-year war like that the way Trump planned and the way Biden executed, but who actually does the logistics, the security, who's actually on the ground doing that? That's right, the military that Trump despises. Now, Trump ordered the drawdown, and Biden ordered the actual final withdrawal. Who do you want to blame for that? That's entirely up to you. But there's the new news. Let's go to present, share screen, and share the entire screen. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Look at that. The Trump transition team is compiling a list of current and former U.S. military officers for possible courts martial. What on earth would they be court-martialed for? Actually pulling out of Afghanistan. These soldiers, these people who have dedicated their lives to service of their country, followed the orders of Commander-in-Chief number 45 and Commander-in-Chief number 46. And now that 47 is going to be the same as number 45, he's going to punish these officers for following the lawful orders of the presidents of the United States, the drawdown and the withdrawal. That is Trump. That is Trump transition team. And now it looks like they're going to cross that line. When America lost the election, when Trump won the election, I opined, sadly, that it was done the right way. There was no major cheating. There was, if Democrats steal elections, they sure do suck at it. Okay, that's sarcasm. We don't steal elections. People on both sides do steal a few votes or fake a few votes. It's always happened, but it's never been enough to really change the outcome of the election. 2024 was done constitutionally. It was done legally, and Trump is the constitutionally and legally president-elect. But what's going to happen on January 20th when he takes power? I swore that oath. Many of you out there swore that oath. What are we going to do if he violates the Constitution? We will see. But for now, we see that he's going after the very officers that he gave orders to, and those officers followed those orders. And they're lawful orders that the president can move troops in and out of areas. The president can't declare war. We haven't been in a declared war since, I think, World War II. We've been at war many times, but we haven't declared a war since World War II. That's all been presidential actions to move troops in or out. So if you're an officer during the drawdown or an officer during the withdrawal and you obeyed orders, I don't know, will you go further? Will you dip down into the enlisted ranks? If you have a favorite commanding officer of your battalion or brigade or division, and you're enlisted and you're following those orders that they were following orders from their president, from our president, you may very well soon see yourself on some kind of tribunal or court martial. That is what America elected. Cheerio, motherfuckers. Cherry the fuck oh.